Good evening, everyone. Hope you all are doing good. Today I'm sending you the video of physics chapter 2, that is measurement and physical quantities, right? Half chapter we have completed, right? And only two topics are left, that is density and one is speed, right? So today we will start with density and speed part. So first of all, I want to tell you about what is density. So density is a measure of how closely packed the atoms are in a particular substance. And you know that in matter we study three different states: solid, liquid and gas. In solids, particles are very close to each other. In liquid, particles are little far, and in gases literal very far from each other, right? That is why the mass or the weight of solid is more than liquid and gas. Why? Because particles are very closely packed. When the particles are closely packed, that means the object is dense. Dense means heavy. Density means heavy, right? For example, if we take same volume of lead and wood. Now what is lead? Lead is a metal, right? If we take same volume of lead and wood, which one is heavier? Metal will be heavier. Why? Because in metals particles are very close to each other, so means it is heavy than wood, right? So lead is heavy than wood, or lead is dense than wood. Now what is the formula to find the density of a particular object? So density is equal to mass of that object divided by volume of that object. Suppose if we are taking lead, right? If we want to find the density of lead, so here we have to fill the mass of the lead, and here we have to fill the volume of the lead. You know that volume is equal to length into breadth into height, right? Or side into side, right? Now, so the formula of density is mass upon volume. Now, as I told you in the last class, that units are always required with the formulas, right? So you know that the SI unit of mass is kg and the SI unit of volume is meter cube, right? Why meter cube? Because volume is equal to length into breadth into height, right? So length into breadth into height. So meter, how many meters? Meter cube, right? And the SI unit of density is kg per meter cube. Other units are also there. If we want to find the density of small object, then we are not using here kg per meter cube. Here we are using gram per centimeter cube. This is for small objects, right? Next, some points I want to discuss it with you. As I told you that in solids particles are very close to each other, right? That means solids are more dense than liquid and gas, right? That means gases have much more lower density than solids and liquid. Why? Because in gases particles are very far away from each other. दूर दूर होते हैं. अगर दूर दूर होंगे, that means it is less dense, it is less heavy, right? And solids are the heaviest, right? After solid, liquids will come. Next, ice is less dense than water. You must have seen that ice always floats on the water. It never sinks, right? It always floats on the surface of water. Why it floats? Why? Because ice density is less than water, right? That's why it is float over the water. Most substances undergo expansion when heated and have lower densities at higher temperature. As you know that whenever we are heating, suppose if we have a high ice, right? Or if we have any solid object, solid substance is there, okay? If we are heating that solid substance, it will change into liquid after some time. After liquid, it will change into steam, right? That means if we are taking a solid substance, after heating it starts expanding. Why? Because it starts changing into liquid, ठीक है? वो expand हो जाएगा, right? When it starts expanding, that means its particles are moving far from each other. That means its density is decreasing, right? That means whenever we are heating a substance, its density will decrease. Why? Because particle starts moving away from each other, so it becomes less dense. right? Hope you understand this part. So we will do the numericals of this part in the Zoom class only, right? So next part is calculation of speed, how to find the speed of an object. Now if we are comparing fast and slow objects motion, right? If we want to compare the motion of fast and slow objects, right? Then what we have to use, we have to find the speed of that object, right? And you know that in our daily life we come across fast and slow motion, right? So suppose we'll consider two things, cycle and car, right? And we are studying their motion, right? And you know that the motion of cycle is slow than car, right? Car will move fast and cycle will move slow, right? That means car travel faster than the cycle, or we can say that cycle will travel slow than the car. How we will find that which one is moving fast, which one is moving slow? With the help of speed, So what is speed? Speed is equal to distance covered by the object divided by time. Suppose here we want to find the speed of the car, so here we have to write distance covered by the car divided by time taken by the car to cover that distance, right? To cover that distance, right? So we have to write time, so distance upon time. And you know that the unit of distance is meter and the unit of time is second, so meter per seconds, right? This is the SI unit, system of international unit, that I told you in the class, right? Other units that we are using if we want to find the speed at a longer distance, right? So there we have to use kilometer per hour, right? Or miles per hour. So with the help of this formula we will find two other formulas. So speed is equal to distance upon time, or distance is equal to, if you want to find the distance, so time will go here, cross multiply, so distance is equal to speed into time, right? If we want to find the time, so time will go here and speed will come here, so time is equal to distance upon speed. So these are the formulas to find speed, distance and time, right? So here our theory part is complete. Numericals are left, that we will practice in the Zoom class. Thank you so much.